little bit of buyer's remorse on this one, not gonna lie, but
buyer's remorse, hot take. Pop that. There we go. Oh.
And that autofocus is going wild on that.
Testing out the Sigma 24-70, and what do you have?
The Panasonic 24-70.
All right.
f2.8 version.
We got Jonah again, my buddy Jonah. You remember him from the G9 versus the GH5 video. How long ago was that? Like 2 years ago?
2 or 3, I think, yeah.
But right now, we're on the S5IIs. So we both have S5IIs, and we're gonna be comparing the Sigma and the Panasonic. We're just comparing them because they're very similar lenses. Whoa, that car's going down the wrong side of the road. All right, so we're just gonna do an autofocus test, and it's gonna be pretty simple, but I'm just gonna kind of walk around Jonah, and then he's gonna walk around me, see if it stays locked on with the S5II and the phase detect autofocus. Now, we have our settings the same. So right now we're shooting 4K 420, 10-bit at 24 frames per second, or 23.98. We're at f11, we're in vlog, 5400K. So all the settings are the exact same on the two cameras. So this is a pretty popular shot, little backlit, see if the autofocus stays on. Right now, we're at 50 millimeter, f11. Oh man, I'm not even in focus. The heck? Backlight is struggling on this Sigma, I think.
Well, the Panasonic's doing good. It's got you locked. Or at least it did, now it's struggling too.
The whole backlight thing.
I mean, it's got the box around you, it just can't figure it out.
Oh man.
Wow, I cannot believe that struggled so bad.
I know.
So yeah, this is the Panasonic's version of the 24-70, and it is an f2.8 lens. When you go out to 70, it does extend a little bit, and then it also has this clutch here that you can switch between autofocus and manual focus.
The Sigma is very similar. So you go out to 70, it's gonna pop way out, which I absolutely cannot stand. If these lens companies and camera companies could just make all of their lenses internal, I would be so happy. Sigma 18-35, Sigma 16-28, everything's internal. I don't know, might be kind of standard on this type of lens, but the Sigma is also a f2.8, and we've got a little autofocus switch on here, a little autofocus switch, and this button that I guess you can customize somehow, and do something with it. I don't know, I haven't done anything with it. But then you also have a lock, so if you have the Sigma in a bag or something, it's not going to automatically pop up.
So right now this is $21.97. I got mine on sale for $19.97.
Okay, walk with me. So the Sigma, are you ready?
Yeah.
You need to sit down?
I might.
Okay, you might need to sit down for this. $10.99.
Oh, I will say I do like the clutch on there for switching from auto to manual. When it's on a gimbal, sometimes that's nice. And I will say that the autofocus does work very well since it is a native lens.
All right, yeah, with that new phase detect autofocus on the S5II. I see that big smile that you have, big smile.
So I got it specifically for shooting weddings, but I have also done a few photo shoots with it, and it does a very great job. And I feel like in terms of full frame, a 24-70 is probably the most versatile lens that you can get.
So the 24-70 is kind of like a take everywhere type lens. So
this lens lives on my camera.
Okay. It's heavy though. So you have, like, if you do travel with it or anything like that, both of these lenses are pretty heavy. I think the Lumix is probably a little bit heavier than the Sigma.
Coming from someone who used the 10-25 on the Micro Four Thirds system, it is comparable, but this is still quite a bit noticeably heavier.
Autofocus was on the struggle bus with that backlit scene. I don't know what to think about that. Here's a good spot. We're gonna compare the lens sizes. So go down to 24. We're gonna make a little B-roll sequence here. We'll make it look cinematic. We'll go to 4K 48. So now we're on an APS-C type sensor, which I'm not a big fan of, you know, on the S5 II.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna bother me, and it bothers me a lot more than I thought it was.
Okay, so let's shoot at 24. That way it'll have kind of like that 35 look to it. Okay, so in this sequence too, one of the things that we're gonna look for is any color differences. So remember, we're shooting at the exact same Kelvin temperature. Is that what it is? Kelvin?
Yep.
Kelvin temperature. And so this will kind of see, you know, if there's any like color differences between these two different lenses. So make sure you pay attention to that. If you can see that on YouTube compression, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I know the Sigma definitely does not have stabilization. It'd be kind of nice if you could like program it in with that little button that's on the side, but that's definitely not a little stabilization button.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Lumix is not stabilized as well.
I'll look it up really quick. Does the Panasonic 24-70 f2.8 have stabilization?
Hey, how's it going? We're just making a little video. Yeah, so we're just like doing a little lens comparison on the cameras and stuff, so.
You are correct, no image stabilization.
Yeah, that's right. I knew I was right. So I'm using the Lumix 24-70 now, and it is definitely bigger than that Sigma. I can already tell it's heavier, it's clunkier.
Yeah, the first thing I notice is that this is a lot less front heavy than that one.
Oh yeah, this is really front heavy.
I feel like the balance on that body is not great with that lens because everything feels like it's pushing forward. This one feels pretty well balanced in my hands.
Okay, so I don't know how you carry this around like all day for a wedding.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
So I was really considering, you know, going with the Lumix 24-70, but I think I'm all right that I chose the Sigma, even though the focal range ring is wacky and turns backwards in my opinion. Who do you think these lenses are for?
Honestly, I think they're extremely versatile lenses, and I think honestly they're great for photography and videography. I think it's honestly anyone who just wants to have a versatile lens where you're not constantly having to swap, because you can go from a pretty decent telephoto range all the way to like a pretty standard wide.
Well, I want my Sigma back.
A little bit of buyer's remorse on this one, not gonna lie, but
buyer's remorse, hot take.
So my biggest thing is that this lens is about $1,000 more than that. And even if this lens looks a little bit better, I don't think it's gonna look $1,000 better.
Oh, interesting.
And being as heavy as it is, I do like how light the Sigma is.
Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you have any thoughts on the Sigma 24-70 compared to the Lumix 24-70? Pop that thing. There we go. Oh, I don't think so. Well, Jonah, thanks for being in this video.
Of course, anytime.
Doing a little comparison. Now, if you want to know how I set up my S5 II for video, all my video settings, make sure you check out the video that's popping up on your screen right now. Okay, Jonah, this is where we get up and kind of walk away and let that video just sit on that screen for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Walking that way.
Hopefully people click on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can go that way.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Oh, my knees.